Hello, and welcome back to Biomutant. We are told to pick a path here. Though I suppose it's just gonna lead us to one group or the other. I'm gonna go
It's
this
a
way.
bridge. Just get over it.
Yeah. Are you enemies? I don't know if any of you are enemies or not. You are now. And you're a lot higher level than I am.
The deep cut.
Oh.
Sharp.
Okay, we're managing to take these guys on pretty well.
That's going to leave a mark.
Ow. Ow. Level 3. And an upgrade point. Are you people friendly? I suppose so. Though why you're friendly, I don't actually know. Let's see. We can level up, which we will go with strength this time.
Doesn't kill you.
Mutations. Get the mutations tab to unlock psi powers, biogenetics, and to upgrade your resistances. We need 2 to get the unknowable force. So this is other upgrades we can get if we want to. Interesting. Mutations. Mothmouth. To use Mothmouth, press the input. You have bound the ability to while facing an enemy. This will infect any small humanoid enemy hit, while infected enemies will attack their allies instead of you. Bile. Press down the input. Okay. Will make your spew toxic slush in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to all enemies. The moth one might be interesting. Or a somewhat dark. Psi powers. Blaze. Launch forward and leave a trail of fire behind you. Blink, teleport you in the direction you are moving and create a shockwave where you reappear. That seems more speed. Okay, so hold L2 and then press the button.
You can mutate even more now.
Interesting mutations. And we'll see how that works. Yeah, we got nothing.
They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tri-war began.
What do we have here? Health patch.
Upsy daisy.
And another health patch. Wonder how far I have to fall to take damage. Would be worth figuring out.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
The Sifu will want to see me.
They don't just let anyone see the Sifu, but there's something different about you.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, yaput.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you.
Cold-blooded.
He's referring to your rampage through Bunker 101. It seems you don't mind a bit of blood on your hands. That's something you have in common.
Well,
he understands
somebody
that
wants to be a
sometimes we
warlord,
need
I
to
suppose.
lose
That's a good
ourselves
quality.
to find ourselves. But he's glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions.
Noi.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision.
So, it's not what I normally would do, but I'll join them.
O visoko dolatsi ne
He expected you'd join them. You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the one who dominates others runs the show.
tada. O visoko dolatsi ne karies ne statse.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
The Myriad tribe.
Yaput ne bira. Tada.
The Myriad are too good to be true. They might believe in the greater good and a code of honor, but uniting the tribes and saving the Tree of Life won't change anything. You must stop living in the past.
Allied with Jagni.
Ite reki.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here.
We need to end this quickly.
Zata ite reki. Ne bira.
They have no intention of letting this drag out, or they'll run the risk of teaching the enemy their art of war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Three of them, four of them. Okay.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Zum ilam dat nete. Na oko kiza.
You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties.
Zata pada fu uflete zivo.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Zanarach.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
The tribe weapon.
Wali muzamit zanarach. Pada fu uflete.
Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never intended it for hunting nor war, but lately the art of defense has been shadowed by relentless attack.
Zenakas pripad snatste.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Zenakas pripad snatste. Parfeta. Inatofo.
Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared.
O zenakas pripad snatste.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Yeti rekle inatofo. Orzikali.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
What about the old village?
Loho.
He can't blame you for not remembering, but he can sense the stillness of something lost.
Human Quest and Alliance. That felt rather repetitive because, I mean, how much does it take? How many times do you need to say they want to be feared and be omnipresent before we get it? We didn't learn much new there, but we'll see. So this is their village, huh?
Says it's good to meet a fellow Yin Jagni cousin. Keep hoarding things the way you should. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again.
Keep hoarding, huh?
Says it's getting darker by the moment, which means you're probably up to something.
Appreciate that you took time for me.
Says you should take care. Claims Wiz is the greatest tinker-tonker around. You really should track him down.
It's time for me to go. Wiz, huh?
Hopes to see you again soon.
Energy pack medium. 25 for 20 time. Resting places. We found a resting place where you can restore your health and key energy or just pass the time. Small health pack. Reach on 100 for 5 time. Yeah, okay, don't walk through the fire.
Understands why Pichu want to ride out the end in their caves instead of facing the mighty Jagni.
It's time for me to go.
Says you should take care.
Information gathering. Some civilians have information about secret locations nearby. You can try to ask for the information, but it's not likely that they'll give it up unless you make use of one of your main attributes. The chances that they'll give up the information is then much higher, but if you fail the check, you will lose one of your attribute points.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now.
Why would you even mention it?
Is sorry to see you turn so bad. As a kid, you could have gone either way. Says you should take it easy.
Okay.
Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else.
I have things to trade.
Says they're known for their high-quality goods. Let's strike a deal.
Vendor types. Each vendor is specialized in a particular type of item. Melee weapon parts, ranged weapon parts, gear parts, clothes, or mounts. Going to vendors and browsing their stock can be a great way to find better parts for your gear. If you're missing a specific part to craft a weapon, you can always check the nearest vendor. You can purchase items from vendors provided you have enough grain, currency in the form of a leaf. The price of an item is listed to the right of the item listing. Green is gathered from specific bushes or through selling items. Selling items are able to sell items to a vendor by going to the Sell tab of the menu. You don't have to worry too much about this yet, though. You'll find items in green as you explore the world. And I have 0 grain. Oh, so I guess that was my items. And these are his. Alright.
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. Hopes your custom is worthwhile. Would be disappointing if you walked away empty-handed.
Well, I probably will. Hmm. I should look at my items so I have some idea. Well, this will be more useful once we have any sort of money. That's through the forest clearing. Alright, we'll head this way.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Ow. 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 Okay, that's hitting pretty hard. Just gotta keep moving.
Ching! You're low on health.
Yep.
Head on.
That's not gonna do anything, I don't think.
Hot man.
Ah. Nope. Well, let myself get defeated there. Should remember to use healing items, I suppose. Where do you suppose that puts us back to? Hopefully not too far. But with this sort of game, you never know. And a long loading screen. Not very far back for how long that took to load. Interesting.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Wow.
Super effective. Bang, bang.
Yeah, you just need to keep moving to evade this guy's attacks. Yeah. That went much better. Guess you don't drop anything. Health pack. Region 150 for 10 time. So our childhood village here.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, bringing you closer.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait, that's how I mark the signposts? Disgusting. And I forgot to mark the one back at the,
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
So I guess we're going into another flashback time.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today.
Can't complain.
Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Swimming, I'm into Wang Fu.
He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
I'd be grateful.
And he'll be honored.
Swimming. You can swim in most waters. While in very deep water, you slowly lose chi energy. When you're out of chi, you'll drown.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
I need to keep at it.
Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice.
I'll keep trying.
Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim.
I'll try harder to soak up your
You
instructions.
can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go.
I've been looking forward to it.
The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect.
I'll train harder.
As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger.
That's how
She'll
that
see
always
you at the
works.
village square.
I love training with you.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to grow. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today.
Found anything you can use?
His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
I don't mind picking up trash.
He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Going through the trash like a raccoon, huh? Where's the third pile? There we go.
He wonders what usefulness you found.
I'm not sure.
He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
I'm ready to get my hands dirty.
That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Okay, crafting intro. Welcome to crafting. Here you can modify existing weapons and armors. Or if you're feeling creative, create entirely new weapons from scratch. With the right pieces, you can craft your own weapons. To start crafting your weapon, first select the base. This defines which kind of weapon you'll craft. There are 3 different kinds of melee weapons: Crush, 100, Slash, and Two-Handed Slash. To continue crafting your weapon, select the handle slot. Select the handle you want in order to be able to craft your weapon. Craft your weapon, press square.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
I want something cutting edge.
He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon.
I'll ask Muma to teach me to use it.
He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Sorry I'm late, I was helping Gizmo.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Gone?
She won't live forever, you know that. But she intends to make the most of every day she gets, especially the ones you share together. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
I'll find a way there in the end.
She worries about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world, where the only thing that matters is you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
I'm late for training.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are.
Why are you pushing others
Ah,
down?
zonki da bipari. Ay, nay.
They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
Hmm.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
They're insecure.
If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now.
It'll clear my mind.
She said it before, Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling.
As good as anybody, not better.
Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Family comes first.
He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Laundry pile.
He's curious to see what you've found.
Something familiar to Renew.
He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA.
Okay.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
I'll get my hands dirty to find out.
Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Gear crafting. When looting, you will find add-ons. These can be crafted onto an item to increase the stats of the item. To upgrade armor and clothing with items, select a slot and add-on, then press square.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
I like it anti-fashion.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
I'll take it.
He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
I'm here now, ready to go.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back.
I'm ready to do what it takes.
Wants you to prove that with some practice first. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Thank you, Muma.
Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
How thoughtful of him.
Says he's always thought so well of you, just like her.
A guiding star. Chimney cricket, huh?
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Wonder what it does.
Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
That's good if anything bad happens.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
True, it's getting late.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
The pacing for this game is
Nothing could
very
stop
weird.
Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Yeah. Ow. Not sure what I was supposed to do there. Guess I was...
Give it a last
dodge.
burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Why is it here?
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming, whether she's ready for it or not. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
I'll fight by your side.
She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight.
Of
Here
course.
it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Yeah, I'm not sure that'll work out well for us. Nope. Ah. Oops. That time I didn't have a choice, so I guess it doesn't matter at all.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Can now craft weapons and modify your gear in the crafting menu.
The tribe's caught a fluffy Hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet.
A fluffy Hulk.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff Hulk's on the loose.
Ah. Okay, it does hit hard. Ah. Gotta remember to dodge.
Right in the face.
doesn't seem to let me,
Nice shot. You're injured.
ah.
Shot through. Wow.
Yep. I used a couple of them there. More than I definitely meant to. Ah.
Bruised.
Level 4.
It was harder than expected to take down the Fluff Hulk. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost.
We'll show no mercy.
Mercy is for the weak. The Jagni tribe seek no one's sympathy.
We'll level up. This one we'll put into vitality. Unknowable force. We'll unlock it. See how that goes. Okay, we're going to call it there for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe if you want to see more. And I hope you'll join us in the next episode.